to basketball. So a topic that I've seen was concerning Brock Purdy, which X brought up earlier on one of our topics. So the 49ers, man, their starting offer right now is at 45 million a year for Brock Purdy. So if you're Brock Purdy right now, should you feel disrespected by this offer?
Yeah, he should. Based on that, he's gotten to the Super Bowl and actually played well in the Super Bowl, been to two NFC title games, and Trevor Lawrence is getting paid 55 million a year. Hell yeah, I'm pissed off at 45 million a year. Um, uh, so I understand that he had 12 times the roster Trevor Lawrence did, but at the end of the day, I got you to the Super Bowl. It's just that simple. Um, it doesn't now. Will it, the offer end up at 45 million? No. He's gonna find a way to bring this, or his agent will find a way to bring it up to at least 50 million a year. And he'll get his money. And props to him, man, because he was the last pick in the draft. Little guy, not expected to do anything. Made like 700K a year so far. And now he's going to get at least 50 million a year. Shout out to Brock Purdy. He fits in great with that system. He better hope that they just continue drafting well and build another Super Bowl contending team around him. But he will not end up getting paid 45 million a year. He'll get it at least up to 50. And congrats to him.
Yeah, I actually like the number that he said, around 50 million. That's where that's not quite what, the top guys. It's not even what I think Tua got paid more than that. Jared Goff is getting more than that. Maybe you feel that's disrespectful, Kia, because those guys are getting more than that. But 50 seems reasonable, especially with this in this day and age with these quarterbacks getting these massive contracts. I actually would wait if I'm the Niners. I know that you might end up paying him more money, but if he's what Keo thinks he is, I have no problem paying him that money. I told you I'll pay a quarterback. I have no problem paying a quarterback. If you're that guy, I'll pay you. Like, I have no issue with the money Josh Allen just received. Josh Allen's a monster. So I would wait this year. I want to see what Brock Purdy can do for my roster this year. And if he balls out, I'll pay you that massive contract. I'll give you 55, almost $60 million a year if you ball out and take the 49ers to the playoffs, which I don't think is going to happen. But if he does it, kudos to him.
So you're saying you would franchise tag him?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 1 year. I want to see if you're that guy because I just have a lot of reservations when it comes to Brock Purdy just because of how talented that roster was. I just have to see it again. I got to make sure when you make that kind of investment, if you're going to pay a guy 55, $60 million, he better be that guy because you don't want to be stuck with that contract and you're like, man, what was I thinking at that time? So yeah, I would franchise him and I would see, how it goes this year. And I would tell Brock Purdy, look, we came in at 45. You probably closer to the 50, 55 range. Look, I'll tell you what, you can either take the 45 now, but if you ball out and you get this as far as incentives, we'll pay you the 60 next year. We'll just pay you the 60.
No, no, absolutely not, man. If I'm Brock Purdy right now, I am not stepping into the football facility of the San Francisco 49ers, man.
Oh, you try to get
That
that money
that
now, huh? You try to get that
yeah,
money
because that
now.
that that is disrespectful. Offer me that type of nonsense at 45. I think there was at one point he was playing on a $800,000 contract. I think right now he's making 4 million right now. I think he's over exceeded expectations though. Like Brock Purdy, no matter what anybody want to use, any narrative, what people want to use, Brock Purdy has done more than majority of those quarterbacks that's getting paid more than them. I'm sorry that it is what it is. He's two NFC Championship game, a Super Bowl appearance. I forgot what place he finished in in the MVP voting also. So like if I'm Brock, like I'm seeing guys like Trevor Lawrence making 55 million a year, Kyler Murray making 45 million a year, freaking Lamar Jackson making 52 million a year, Dak Prescott making 60 million a year. Those guys that I've named, if I'm Brock Purdy, I'm better than all those guys,
Bruh,
man.
stop, bro.
Yep. Well, those guys, unfortunately, has not been to a Super Bowl.
But
Those
okay, but
guys, they are
Jared Goff
ultimate
went to the
choke
Super
artists.
Bowl. Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl before he got to the Lions.
No, I didn't
And
mention
nobody
Jared
thought you'd
Goff.
pay him that much money until he got to Detroit. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I
He,
don't think it's what you're saying. Like, I'm not like I know it sounds bad because I know the Dollar fans gonna say, X, you call us a loser of the free agency so far. Now you're tearing down Brock Purdy. But no, man, I'm just looking
yeah, you've
like
been tearing down Brock Purdy for the last couple seasons, man.
like I don't bro, like dang. Like
It's
I
like
would
it's
just
like it's like
franchise him.
damn. So this the one thing I believe in though, man, and I'm pretty sure you believe it too, because you got you're a coach and you got students. I believe if you put in the work, you grind it out, you get it out the mud, you should get rewarded.
Okay, but
What?
here's my okay. So box office said, was it box office? I don't know. He just brought up. No, you brought it up. You brought up who got paid. You brought up who got paid. But should I get punished because the Cowboys are willing to pay Dak Prescott all that money? That's on the Cowboys. You ain't gonna force my hand and say I'm gonna pay you because the Cowboys paid Dak Prescott. Hell no. That's them. The Jaguars want to pay Trevor Lawrence all that money. I wouldn't have paid Trevor Lawrence all that money. I'm not paying certain people all that money. If you're the guy that you say that you are, you're the guy that you believe that you are. You're the guy that Keel believes that you are. Keel needs to be your agent because Keel's trying to get you $100 million. I don't know what's going on, but I would sit here and say, bro, if you believe that, let's just make a deal. Either you take 50 million today, or you bet on yourself, like Joe Flacco did when he played for the Ravens, and I'll make you the highest paid quarterback if you show me that you can go out there and bring us
Now,
back. Now it's up to you if you
now
want to take the
I'm
deal.
no, I'm not saying I'm not saying he should get 60 million. He should be, the highest paid
You
quarterback.
just said he was better than
I
Dak. He was
think,
better than
the
Lamar.
50. Yeah, yeah, he is better than them, but I think I 45 million, that's a slap in the face for me, man. Like 50, 55, I'm okay with that because for him to be a seventh round draft pick, nobody expect anything from him, and he basically turned this team into gold, man. And one thing about Purdy is like he gets questioned every single time, man. I when the year when they had the Super Run, every single round, every single playoff game, he was questioned throughout the entire time, and he was scrutinized that entire time. Going into last season, scrutinized also, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to end for him. Also, now we're questioning about if he deserves um 50 or 45 million. I mean obviously more than 45, but I feel like he definitely deserved it, and he's put into work, and I just can't let that slide, man. Like if I'm Brock Purdy right now, yo, I'm not stepping on that football field, buddy. And I think they will pay him though, because these 49 players are dropping like flies right now. So they that I think that should be one of the priorities right now.
Let me ask you this. Do y'all think it's Lynch that offered him the 45 million, or do you think that Kim and Kyle Shanahan came together and said, offer him 45 because Kyle Shanahan, I mean, he had Jimmy G get a big contract from the Raiders based off of Jimmy G brought him to the Super Bowl, and they paid him a whole bunch of money. I don't know. I think it's a both of them. But what do y'all think?
I just think it's the early process of negotiations. They're not going to
But don't
offer
you
Yeah.
think
you.
that could be disrespectful? Like you have a
Yeah,
job and you're great. Let's say you're great at your job, and we come in and we're like, We think you're good. You brought us the number one rating in MBS history. We're over ESPN, but you know what? We're not 100% sold on you, so we'll offer you this less than Colin Murray. What would you say?
I would say we got to keep negotiating.
So
But
you wouldn't feel played.
no, I think it's just a normal part of negotiations. That's what the Bengals are doing with Jamar Chase. I'm sure they're starting, for example, whatever who like AJ Brown's getting paid. And he's like, no, but AJ Brown's never had the triple crown. I have.
Right.
So now you're never gonna offer your best deal up front. There's no way he's going to finish with 45 a year. So I just think it's a normal part of negotiations is all I think it is.
And everybody's different.
Look,
Like me, I'm the
look,
type of
man.
person I'm
Look,
gonna if I think that you're worth it, like of course you're gonna throw a stupid number out there, but like if I was in the Bills, man, I'm paying Josh Allen. Let's make it happen. You get what you want, Josh Allen. What you
but you
think
know,
is fair?
but if I am Brock Purdy, I actually would take that 45 million. You know why? Because there's another quarterback that's making around that range, and that's some dude named Patrick Mahomes. And the reason why that team is so successful is because he's saying, "Hey, I'm trying to win, man. Give me everything. I'm trying to win. Give me the right pieces." So I wouldn't mind that if he was saying, "Hey, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to build something here." But I feel I look at it like this: if some because I do graphics, I'm a graphic designer, and outside the people that I rock with like Yvonne and X, I'm not tripping on anything they ask me to do. But if somebody came to me right now and says, "Hey, give me a flyer," I'll give you $25. I'm hanging up the damn phone. I'm like, dude, no, I'm not doing that, man. I'm serious. I would hang up the phone if somebody said that to me. I'm like, dude, if you're not my friend or family member, no, nah, I'm good. And I think that's that. But with the Purdy offer, it is kind of rude and disrespectful, though. But it is the start of negotiations, though. That's a start of negotiations. That's how it works. And we'll find out. But I think Purdy will get his money at the end of